Hello and welcome to This Week in StarCraft. This is the week of January the 3rd. I'm so glad you all made it to 2021 along with me, and that 2020 is far in the past, and we don't ever have to think about it ever again. With the start of the new year comes the start of a whole bunch of new StarCraft 2 and StarCraft Brood War projects. This is going to be a long segment today. We have got a bunch to talk about, so let's dive straight on in. You can see we've got our usual 4 highlighted events for this week. The ESL Open Cups, which occur every week. The DreamHack StarCraft 2 Masters Last Chance event. The OSC Season 8 Championship. And in Brood War, the Caster Muse Narak Star League Season 4. We'll talk about those 4 events first, then move on to StarCraft 2, and finish out with this week in Brood War. Starting with the ESL Open Cups, these are the final results from 2020. No surprises, our top 3 finishers, Big Gabe, Solar, and Clem in the Cups, with Parting making a good run as well as Zest. This is going to finalize the weekly events for 2020. These events are continuing in 2021 once the servers are fixed, which they are as of today, hopefully. This week's ESL Open Cup Korea and previous week's ESL Open Cup Korea ended up with Trap over Solar, and Solar, again, a bridesmaid this week with a 3-2 loss to Zune. So Korea has been clipping along just like normal. Unfortunately, with the server issues, of course, the EU and NA Cups, unfortunately, have been postponed. They should be taking place on Thursday, January the 7th, instead of their usual Monday time slots. The DreamHack StarCraft 2 Masters Last Chance 2021 is occurring January 12th through the 17th. This is the last chance, of course, for players to make it into the IEM Katowice DreamHack tournament at the beginning of February in 2021. So you can see we've got a stacked lineup, as always. A lot of these players fighting for a last chance to qualify in. The OSC season is concluding here with the Season 8 Championship. This tournament already in progress, brought to you by Chicken Man, Kozan, and a couple other streamers as well. The OSC Season 8 Championship featuring players like Cham, Christianer, MaxPax, Vanya, Bly, Solar, all the usuals. A lot of great competition here in the first series of the day, or the first round of the tournament. And our 4th and final highlighted event is the Caster Muse Narak Star League Season 4. Action, Best Snow Rush Piano and Light, making it to the round of 8, joining Free and Stork to round out that round of 8. This is a 3 million won prize pool. That's about $2,500, give or take. And all this action will be taking place. You can see the schedule if you check out the Liquipedia page linked in the show notes. We move on now to this week in StarCraft with that beautiful Maru vs. Dark cover art. That's some serious box art stuff right there. Unbelievably good. The Olimo League, of course, continues undaunted by server issues, with Trap taking out a 3-1 win this week. This is, of course, a weekly online event brought to you by Maynard, ALGS, and Crank in Korean. Ladder Heroes for the North America region. This is Fear Dragon's brainchild and Mio Micah, unbelievably still on top, just barely ahead of Nina with 8,100 points. Nina closing the gap, but not quite able to take the lead from Mio Micah. Congrats to Mio Micah for yet another NA Ladder Heroes win. Into the and Alpha X, of course, putting on their usual bevy of show matches for the week. In this one, Armani took out Ragnarok 4-3 in the grand finals and beat Beyond in the best of 5 as well. Very impressive. Innovation taking out Zest in the finals, beating Solar previously as well. TY getting dropped by Zest in his first match. The ITAX Trovo Rumble with a couple more players had a grand finals as well, just ending on December 31st. Beyond taking the win 4-1 over Dream. Beyond back on top. And in the Trovo Weekly, Bunny beat Innovation 4-3. We got another one? Yeah, we do have another one here. And the other Trovo Weekly that we didn't cover last week is Cure with 4-2 win over Solar in the Grand Finals. Cure over Solar, and TYM Parting grabbing 3rd and 4th place. Of course, all these Into the Alpha X and Trovo events can be found over on Trovo. Either it's Matisse or Kozan or Into the TV Alpha X. You can find all their information and all their streams in the show notes. The Storm StarCraft League for the Philippines, brought to us by KJ. Should be pretty awesome. Yeah, KJ, Carl J. Over on Trovo, of course, looks like the group stage is about halfway done now. With our first 6 players moving through, we're going to pick back up with Group F on January 8th. That's this Friday. So you can tune in there on trovo.live/SciStorm. This tournament, the Solar Supreme Star League, featured a pro player and an amateur player combining forces to try and win. Unfortunately for the Trap Gemini Dream Team, they ended up in last place, but Team Creator ended up with the 1 million won prize, about $900 there, for Creator and Doki, a Korean amateur Protoss player. This is a very cool 3 series where it was pro versus pro, then amateur versus amateur, and then an Archon game to end things up. So a very cool tournament format there. And the Let's Get Our Archon event, a bit of a damp squib, I'm afraid. A $1,700 prize pool, but it looks like some very clear winners here. Only 2 matches that were not clean 3-0 or 4-0 sweeps. Wow, what good teams though, man. Skilless Hellraiser, Future Masa, Beastie, Max Pax, Elaser Lampo, Kelliger Soul, Clem Shadown, Beyond Maru, and Special Time. Wow, I don't think any of us would have guessed that Special Time and Beyond Maru was going to be a 3-0 sweep, but it was. Congrats to Kelliger and Soul, the very clear Archon winners. Legacy Weekly Japan, the weekly tournament that goes on there for all people who live in Japan, can read, write, and speak Japanese. Again, we see some familiar faces here in the grand finals. Psyarch taking the 2-0 win over Vice Ravana. So congrats to Psyarch, who is a usual winner in these events. We see him very often. Some Drunk Canadians winner event, number 22, coming up soon. These are events that occur on Saturdays at noon Pacific. The $30 of takeout or delivery being sent to the winner. It's awesome. So be sure to come hungry, play hard, and win some food. Go sign up on challenge.com. The other food-based StarCraft 2 event, the Pizza Pie Bi-Weekly. The prize pool is now $80 and a pizza. This happens every other Sunday. You can sign up on Challenge as well. The Berserker Diamond Weekly, a friendly tournament for players up to the level of Diamond 1, organized, of course, by Berserker StarCraft 2 Esports. The next one going to take place in 2 days on Friday, January the 8th at 7:30 in the evening GMT. So go check out the Berserker Diamond Weekly if you're a Diamond 1 player or below and want a little taste of competition for yourself. The Berserker Masters Weekly, of course, also occurring on Friday at 7:30 for players up to Masters 1. Amantes de StarCraft 2 for Brazilian citizens and residents. The prize pool for this one is 400 reals. Cast, of course, in Portuguese by Cosmos and Draft. So you can go check that out on twitch.tv/CosmosSC2. And if you're a Brazilian player, please feel free to sign up. Should be a very fun event. January 9th will be the 8th Amantes de StarCraft. Mapper's Delight is back. On January the 15th, I'll be hosting a tournament featuring 7 maps that we do not see in competitive rotation because they are just too wild. We've got a lava map, a portals map, a map with gates that units can open, water slides, jungle tangle, tango bongo, a map with destructible rocks that yield resources, and a map with lightning storms. Open registration. You can go to the challenge page to register for Mapper's Delight. the No Gamer Left Behind Tournament number 3. Hey, we're looking for players and casters for this charity tournament. The organizer of this tournament reached out to us and said they were having some trouble finding participants, both players and casters. So if you're interested in supporting the No Gamer Left Behind tournament on the 23rd and 24th, please get in touch with DAW Station on email or on Twitter. There's going to be a community day for this, and then, of course, the usual event that's going on the 23rd and the 24th. I know that the first prize is like $100 and a plaque. Pro players playing with a handicap. It's going to be all sorts of fun. So please do reach out to DAW Station if you want to be a part of this very cool charity event. Cheesadelphia returns. The qualifiers are all over, and on January 24th, Penguin and Tempo are going to bring you all of the action from Cheesadelphia Winter Championships 2021, sponsored in part by Nerd Street Gaming. So please do check out the Winter Championships coming up very soon. Of course, the big announcement from last year is that Code A is returning to the GSL. So we're guaranteed 3 Code A tournaments. It's going to be a single elimination tournament there. Code A with 16 players. Starting up, I assume very quickly. It has to be if the GSL is going to stay on track. They might wait until after IEM Katowice. No details yet, but Code A should be coming very soon. We move from StarCraft 2 to Brood War this week. The Rookie Star League is continuing with a victory of NCX over Phoenix Ito 3-0. NCX so far undefeated in the Rookie Star League. This is a tournament specifically for Brood War players with a 1350 MMR cap. They've got 42 players already and are looking for more, so get in touch with Least on the Discord server, and they can help you practice and get prepped for Rookie Star League Season 6. For now, the action continues in Season 5. The KCM Challenge Race Survival. Season 4 of the KCM Race Survival, cast by KCM and Piano, which is very cool. We again see Terran in first place this time with 10 points after a rough loss from Team Terran last time. Terran in first place with 10, Zerg with 6, and Protoss with 5 for the teams. Week 7 going in Protoss's favor, but only just barely. Check that out on Africa TV and YouTube. The Brood War G's Weekly number 100, a milestone. This is a best of 1 tournament here where Spire took the win over JH 3697. Played on Sundays and organized by Bruce Brain. The 6th Korean Teenager League. Koreans aged 19 or younger, organized by their neighborhood, which is very cool, sort of localize everything. And it looks like so far the tournament in progress with some exciting young Korean players coming through. So the Matcherino is up for that. Please check it out on Africa TV. Copa Shadow number 1 finished up. This is organized by Renazerg. Happened just a couple days ago here, where Terraputa beat Kucharam in the grand finals. Torneo del TWiSC, organized by El TWiSC and streamed via Facebook. So this is really interesting. Rare to see Brood War tournament streamed on Facebook. Good to see some other mediums getting involved. You can see that the final winner there was Leveliando, and you can join their Discord server to learn more about joining this tournament. The other tournament, of course, occurring on at 8 o'clock just after, with 5 winning tournament number 2. And the mini torneo, which was a 4-on-4 event. The grand finals won there by Reno Moore, Chazon Pipo, and El Cinderos, with a 2-1 win in the grand finals, best of 3. 4-on-4 tournaments are always super fun. Love to see these happening. This is organized by Juan Deathfate, and Deathfate also runs a couple other leagues as well. Check them out on Facebook and sign up on Challenge. Another tournament, not 4-on-4, but 2-on-2. 2 different winners this time, Nestor and Mind, over the other 2 players, whose names I absolutely cannot pronounce. Wow, I see a Zerg in there, but whew, looks like his name got a virus. Anyway, the mini torneo 2-on-2 again on Facebook. You can sign up on challenge. The Y333P tourney, organized by Dimon in Russian. It looks like we've got our winner here with IRK Gag 3-0 over BSL TTF. CWT Tour number 2, organized by TWiSC. Wonder. Oh no. Oh no, I've gone to the wrong. Uh-oh, hang on. Oh gosh, I've gone all the way to the bottom of a 400 page. Hang on, kids. This is why I'm not a pro player. I'm more of a caster. Got fat fingers. There we go, we're back. CWT Tour number 2, finished up by Wonder, who defeated TWiSC, the organizer of the tournament, in the grand finals. We move from real players now to artificial intelligence players. The round robin phase with 56 robots playing StarCraft Brood War. Oh man, Ironbot and Monster remain undefeated so far. The SSC AIT is always really cool. You can check out all their info on SSC AIT or AItournament.com. Check them out on twitch.tv/SSC AIT. The 2x2 Best Random Ally Tournament of Speaking Russian. Going to be on January 9th, so coming up in a couple days here. The first tournament organized by a new tournament organizer. Best of luck in the Random Ally Tour. You can sign up on, I was going to say challenge. It looks like signups may be closed, but give it a try. And the Brontes, the 4th Arena, organized by Dead Infested. So, looks like a very small event here on January 10th. Some more players I'm sure would be welcomed by the organizers. Feel free to go check them out on challenge.com. You can sign up there. Of course, the Shinhan Tank Pro League, one of the veterans of the StarCraft Brood War scene, returning on January 11th with all the usual teams coming back. Rogue City Rumble. We got 4 qualifier events for the Rogue City Rumble. These qualifier events are coming up very soon, so if you want to register, hustle to the challenge pages listed here on the show notes and get signed up for qualifiers for what is always a brilliantly big and wonderful event. Of course, the ASTL returns on January 17th, sponsored by LG and Hot 6. The offline team league broadcast by Africa TV. The teams have been selected: Team Snow, Team Larva, Team Light, Team Flash, Team Soma, and Team Queen, with some obviously amazing StarCraft Brood War names going down there. This is going to be, as always, an amazing event. Check out the Liquipedia page for more information and tune in on Africa TV with a couple of smaller, unknown casters that I'm sure you'll enjoy. Team Think Quick is working on a new 2v2 series on Saturday, so pick up games at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Games are going to be streamed on twitch.tv/Yugom. Go check them out on their Discord server to sign up for this 2v2 Brood War event. The Battle for Ire sadly has been postponed. Bonneth and DeWalt will be going at it at a later date, TBD. So if you were looking forward to that, clear your calendars and get ready for the production just a little bit later. Challenge.com is offering... we're done with the Brood War now. We're moving on. Challenge.com offers tournaments for every expansion in StarCraft. So if you want to run a Heart of the Swarm or a Wings of Liberty tournament, it's still technically possible. I think you can still stream like Heart of the Swarm and Wings of Liberty on Twitch and put it as your game on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. Just because they're out there, their stupid lists think that those are still real games. Absurd. Anyway, if you want to play a game on Challenge, an old school tournament on Challenge, feel free to set it up. Very exciting news. If you didn't see this, we've got a new opportunity to play StarCraft Brood War in StarCraft 2. StarCraft: Mass Recall is a bunch of mappers and hackers and elite assets people trying to figure out how to play Brood War in StarCraft 2. So many StarCraft 2 improvements for the Brood War expansion. More of a remake of the game than a true remaster. If you get a chance, check it out. StarCraft: Mass Recall. I haven't checked it out myself yet, but I've seen some Twitter posts about how interesting this effort is. So really cool to see folks remixing all of our games all over again. Our penultimate news for the week is that our podcast feed has been updated for the Pylon Show. So we are now on even more platforms, and the past 2 episodes have now been published. So wherever you get podcasts, you can probably now find the Pylon Show. And if you can't, get on Twitter and @CobraVenom to lodge a formal complaint. Cobra Venom has been working super hard on the back end of all this Pylon Show stuff to get us published on as many platforms as possible, and it's thanks to his hard work that we're now on more platforms than ever. So very cool that you can find the Pylon Show wherever you get your podcasts. And our final news this week is that we now have an official submission deadline for the Pylon Show for this week in StarCraft. If you want to get your event featured this week in StarCraft, please submit by Monday at 12 o'clock Pacific time. That's 12 o'clock noon Pacific time on Mondays. Anything after that we will consider, but we cannot promise we'll be in here. So our official deadline for submitting events now on the Discord to our team is Monday at 12 o'clock. With that, we're finished up with This Week in StarCraft. Please check out the Pylon Show when we return next week. I'll see you guys then for This Week in StarCraft.